Hi guys, I'm Alexandra and you're watching Large Family Mama. And for those of you that are new, I am currently pregnant with my 9th baby and I'm 44 years old. So I just thought I would do a second trimester update and let everyone know how it's been for me being pregnant at this age with my 9th baby. And it is very hot today, so I am sweating a little bit. Yeah, so how is it going? It's going reasonably well. I think I got a little bit more tired than I thought I would with the second trimester, because usually you're tired in your first trimester, okay in your second, tired in your third. But with me, I had more energy in my first trimester, not so much in the second. This is my last day in the second trimester. I can't believe I'm going to be in the third trimester tomorrow. That has actually gone really quick. But of course we all know the third trimester lasts for what seems like many years. So yeah, I've got past the easy bit, I think. But one of the reasons I was thinking that I might have had slightly less energy in the second trimester is because I had run out of the cod liver oil that I was taking and my butter oil, because I was on a, oh yeah, and also my diet has not been brilliant with the second trimester. In the first trimester it was really good because I was getting a lot of toothache and I was trying to heal my tooth. I'll leave a link to that video if you're interested in how you can heal your teeth naturally. But yeah, so the diet in my first trimester was very good and I'd cut out all sugar, most processed foods, gluten, etc. Whereas in my second trimester I just ate whatever I fancied, and I think that actually made me feel quite tired. So I think I might try to improve my diet a bit for the third trimester, but at the same time I don't want to make it a miserable experience where I'm not able to eat anything that I enjoy. So you have to have a fine balance, don't you, between not making yourself feel too deprived, but at the same time not eating horrendous foods that are going to make you feel worse. So yes, I should have carried on taking my cod liver oil and butter oil, but they are very expensive, and to be honest with you, I did not have enough money. But I have now got some. I just got some yesterday and I started taking them and already I am feeling better. So I don't know if it is that, but it might be a coincidence, but I'm definitely feeling like I have more energy already. So we'll see, I'll carry on taking them. So during the second trimester, the only supplements I was taking were my my liver tablets. I dehydrated some beef liver and made capsules, and I take 2 of those a day. So I've still been doing that. And then the only other things that I've been taking are magnesium, because that really helps with my bowel movements, and what was the other thing? Oh yeah, some iron, Spartone. I take 1 sachet of Spartone, and you can take 2 sachets a day of that. So when I get to probably about 38 weeks, I will up that to 2 sachets a day, just in case I have more blood loss than usual. Normally I don't really bleed after pregnancy, after labour, but you never know, so I just have to take that as a precaution. My bump is about the same size as usual. I'll show you at the end of this video in case you're interested in seeing. Yeah, it's not too big, it feels fine, it's not uncomfortable or anything yet, it's just perfectly fine. Oh, it's so hot today. I have gained in total this pregnancy about 18 pounds, which is pretty average for me at this time, so that's good. The worst thing with this pregnancy and this has nothing to do with my age or the amount of babies I've had, but it's just the heat. I mean, I think any pregnant woman can relate. The heat is unbearable. So I bought myself a big fan and just sit in front of that when I need to. Some nights I have had heartburn starting, which is not good because I can suffer really badly with heartburn. I think one of the ways that I have dealt with it quite well before is putting a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water and drinking that about half an hour before a meal, and that does help a lot. But there are times when I still do get horrendous heartburn. You know, I get the bile in my throat. I mean, this is a bit gross, but yeah, the bile comes up into my throat when I'm sleeping and it burns, and so when I wake up in the morning I can't even talk because my throat is so burnt. And I have also woken up in the night choking on my bile and thinking that I was going to die. So if I feel like I am getting heartburn when I go to bed, I will take a Rennie. I know they're not brilliant to take, but you know, you have to do what you have to do. I have had my usual backache that I get when I'm pregnant. I think because all the ligaments and everything are loosening up. For me, because I've got scoliosis, it's very painful in my lower back if I sit down in the same place for too long, if I stand up for too long, if I walk for too long. So I just have to keep changing what I'm doing, not doing the same thing continuously for too long. And if I hoover or sweep, anything that involves me leaning over slightly, it is very, 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 very painful. But luckily I've got lots of children to help me, so I'm okay. Oh yes, and I also forgot to say that I have also continued through the first and second trimester to drink 1 litre of raw milk a day, and I've also been eating a couple of dates a day, and that just helps me keep my digestion as good as it can be. But I will be adding in a few more things now that I'm in the 3rd trimester. I will be increasing the amount of dates that I eat. They say that if you eat, there has been research that has shown if you eat 6 dates a day, I don't know if it's 6 or 8, but 6 or 8 dates a day in your last few weeks of pregnancy, then it has shown that those women that do that have a shorter labour. So I am all for that, so I'm going to try that. Another thing that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to be drinking a teapot of raspberry leaf tea a day with a couple of tablespoons of coconut oil in it. I did that when I was pregnant with Scarlett, and I had a pain-free labour with that. Completely natural, pain-free labour, and I really would love to have that experience again. So I'm going to see if the red raspberry leaf and coconut oil combo is what caused that, or help that, because some people do say that the more red raspberry leaf tea you drink, then the less painful and easier your labour is. So we shall see. Talking of which, let me just get something. So here in the UK, when you see your midwife, you get a lovely orange maternity notebook that you carry around with you to all of your appointments. Now with this pregnancy, I have not seen any medical person. I haven't seen a midwife, doctor, doula, nothing. It's completely unassisted because of my age and how I was treated last time when I was 40, and now I'm 44. I just don't want to be treated like that. They put a lot of fear in you, I think. So I'm just avoiding that, and I hope to have an unassisted birth as well, but we'll see. But anyway, so you get one of these when you see your midwife, if you see a midwife, which I did when I was pregnant with Scarlett, and normally they take these off you after you've given birth, but for some reason my midwife forgot, so I still have mine from when I had her, and I'm really glad that I still have it, because in here I got my notes of when I gave birth to her, how it went, and it just helps remind me that labour is not as bad as sometimes you think it is. You know, there's so much fear out there. But anyway, let me just tell you what it says. So it says that the first stage of labour that I had with her, right from the very first twinge to the point where I needed to start pushing, that's the first stage. That was 4 hours and 5 minutes, and that was not painful. That was just from when the contractions very first started up to the point where I wanted to push. And as I said, no pain whatsoever with that. Pressure, you know, I knew what was happening, but it was definitely not painful. And then, and this was a hospital birth as well, because they would not let me have a home birth. And then I had my second stage, which is from when you start pushing to when the baby's out. And that was 4 minutes. So again, usually that is the point where I do start to feel pain, the second stage, because my waters will break and then I'll immediately want to start pushing. And it's from when the waters break that I get pain. But with Scarlett, my waters didn't break. She was actually born in her water sac. So yeah, I didn't have any pain at all. And it says here that the position I was in was standing. Yes, I remember, because I was on the bed laying down and I suddenly felt like, oh, you know, pressure. I need to stand up. As soon as I stood up, started pushing, and 4 minutes later she was born. So yeah, I was standing up. Luckily the midwife caught the baby. I was 41 weeks and 5 days pregnant when I gave birth to her, and I didn't have any pain relief, no tears, nothing. So when I am so glad that I do still have these notes, because I can look back and think, I did that, I can do that again, that's fine, you know. So it makes me feel happy to see that everything was absolutely perfect with that labour, and that's what I want again. Yeah, so I just thought I would share that with you, because I thought that was quite interesting. You know, labour's not always as awful as people think it might be. Now tomorrow I'm going to be in my third trimester. I still haven't bought a single thing for the baby, and I probably won't. I don't think babies need anything really, not as much as people think they do. So I think as long as you're breastfeeding and you've got some nappies, then you're fine. Now I've still got some washable nappies that I bought when I was pregnant with Henry, so they are almost 9 years old now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the inserts. That means wash them in a certain way so that I will strip out all the detergent buildup that has accumulated within those inserts, because that makes them a lot less absorbable. So I'll do that, then they should be more absorbable again. But what I might do is buy a few more inserts, because I don't have many anyway, and then they'll be nice and absorbable. But those nappies are really, really good, and they go right from newborn up all the way to toddler, because you just adjust how you do them up with the poppers, and they are by Bum Genius, and yeah, I'm very happy with those. And I've got some that are in plain pale blue, and some that are in plain pale green, so that will be fine whether I have a boy or girl, because obviously I don't know, because I haven't had any scans. If they were pink, then I would probably, you know, get some more neutral colours, because I am not happy putting boys in pink. Some people are, but I'm old-fashioned, I don't like that, so yeah. So I've got nappies, I've got my boobies, and I don't think there's anything else you need. So the baby will sleep in my bed with me and my husband for probably about the first 6 months, and then we will have to think about getting a cot, because we threw the last one away and completely had it. But we do not have a lot of room in this house. I haven't really thought too much about it, you know, where we're going to put the baby, how it will fit in. It always works out in the end. So we live in a small 3-bed house, and my eldest son has moved out, he's got his own place, and my eldest daughter is currently in the process of getting her own place. So there will be a space where she previously was. So at the moment we have 4 girls in one room. They have 2 sets of bunk beds in there. And then in the other room with the boys, they've got 3 boys in there, and they have a triple bunk in there. So if this baby is a girl, it will easily fit into the girls' room once Honey has got her own house. But if it's a boy, then we're going to have to swap things around, I think. So the baby and the 3 boys will go into what's currently the girls' room, and then the 3 girls will move into the room with the triple bunk. So we will fit in. And yeah, we're not going to move because the rent here is so cheap, and we like it here, so we're going to stay. So one thing I've been quite worried about is the legalities of having an unassisted birth. So I looked at online about it, and apparently you legally have to, if you haven't had any professional medical person present within 6 hours of having given birth, then you have to inform somebody about the birth of your baby within 36 hours. But I don't know who I'm supposed to inform, because there's a different person per sort of district or area that you're in. But I cannot find anything online about who that person is that I need to contact. I don't know what to do. So if you know anything about this, then please do let me know. I am in the White Horse district of the Oxfordshire Council, if that makes sense, White Horse District Council, and I don't know who I'm supposed to contact. So the only thing I can really think of is that I should get hold of my doctor's surgery and ask them, but I don't want them involved, so I'm trying not to let them even know that I'm pregnant. But yeah, if you've got any information who I should contact once I've had the baby, so that I can then get a birth certificate for the baby, then please do let me know. So that's how big my bump is at, 28 weeks tomorrow. Not too big, not too small. I think it's the right size. So that's basically my second trimester update. If you have any questions, then please leave them in the comments section below, and I will be happy to answer those. If I get loads of questions, then I might do a pregnancy Q&A video, but yeah, we'll see. I might film the birth, I'm not sure. I will see how I feel, but I don't know. I've never filmed any of my labours so far, but we'll see how I feel. And I will be doing a third trimester update in the future, so subscribe if you haven't already and you're interested in that. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'm going to be starting the children's homeschool on Monday. I've just finished planning all of it, so I've planned for the whole year, got everything ready and organised as I can be, and I will do a video about that soon. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye.